Hi, you're in bed with the wooden sky.
Welcome.
Well, Gavin, what happened last night?
Last night. Well, we flew from, as you know, you were there. We flew from Tokyo to Cologne the night before last, so we slept for like 12 hours last night. It was our first time back in a bed in like 27 hours or so. So I spent a lot of time in bed yesterday.
This is a very relevant question. Did something bad ever happen to you or anyone else because you overslept?
How's that such a relevant question?
Because we slept a really long time. Did something bad happen?
Anything bad happened because of that today?
Ever, not necessarily last night.
You're leading me here. Tell me.
No, I actually don't know.
I overslept once in university. I was supposed to take a flight home to visit my parents for Christmas, and I went out the night before and stayed up too late. And I got this phone call in the morning, and it was from my roommate's boss. And I answered the phone. It was when we had a landline still, and I answered the phone, and I was like, "Hello," and she's like, "Is Paul there?" And I was like, "Just one." Holy shit! Fuck! Started swearing. I saw the clock, and I realized I had to be on a plane in 20 minutes, and there's no way I could possibly make it to the plane. So I missed that flight and spent the day. I haven't lived that down with my parents yet. It was a bad one.
All right. What happens to you on a full moon?
My hair gets really long.
Start howling.
I start howling at the moon.
He's a werewolf.
I eat pizza.
Mm. What creepy stories did you get to hear as a kid when you wouldn't want to go to sleep?
Do you want me to tell the wrapping paper story?
Yeah. Do it.
No, I won't. I won't tell the whole story, but my dad would tell us ghost stories, and he would always have them have a twist, like very dad ending. Kind of like the GoPro dad who flipped it on himself. My dad has that kind of humor, and I love it.
He's
and
the king of dad jokes.
Yeah, and I have the
And it's
humor.
rubbed off on Gavin.
Yeah, I have the dad joke humor. So yes, that's what would happen. And I'm terrible with scary movies. Like to this day I can't watch them. So I mean, like watching Willow as a child, I remember lying in bed and feeling like there was those death dogs like jumping across my bed. So anyhow.
Okay. This was your last night on Earth. What would you do?
Ooh, suddenly we're getting heavy.
Yeah.
Is it a full moon?
Can be.
I would probably spend it with my family, and we would have a pizza party.
Lame, man.
And we'd feed the dog a full pizza.
Your dog would be very happy.
And then we'd go crazy and burn the house down and like call you over and we'd roast hot dogs on the house. I'm like,
cool.
Yeah. Is it everyone's last night on Earth or just my last night? If it's just mine, let's
yours.
Okay, so it's just mine. So I'll burn my own house down and then I'll give the insurance money for Sarah and Wester, and you can have my Starfire.
Make sure your guitars aren't there.
Yeah, we'll leave them in the studio.
Cool. All right, last question. Which monster sleeps under your bed?
Which monster?
You can't say none.
The only monster I can think of off the top of my head is the Cookie Monster. So I'm gonna say that, but I don't know if that's true. I do have a very furry little monster that sleeps right next to my bed and sometimes crawls under the bed and puts bones under the bed, which sounds kind of morbid, but they're pork bones, which is still kind of morbid, but it's a dog. And then she'll jump out from under the bed onto the bed and lick your face and wake you up. So it's not as scary as it sounds.
She's a monster to some,
Yeah, she
but
is.
an angel to others.
That's it.
Thanks for having us.
Time to get up. Here amongst the worried minds who worried all the time. Down the rivers, bringing